3 to sampras. That's the second point that Safin has won. Here's the swinging volley that Sampras won his 3rd game on. Look at this one.
Keeping that wrist nice and firm. Great feel. Control to be able to hit it that flat. I mean, everything's going right so far for Pete.
Pretty low.
8 winners for Sampras, no errors. Moved by Safin here, serving and volleying the first couple of points.
Safin has the fastest serve of the week, 131 miles an hour. Sampras second at 123.
There's his first ace.
Game point for Safin.
Amazing the way Sampras can suddenly turn it on. He wasn't coming close to hitting backhands like this in the first couple of matches. Having trouble making clean contact. That one, look, he steps inside. He's confident, flattens it out.
You were suggesting earlier in the week that he likes anyway to kind of be the man who can show up at the last minute, not having played since the Open final, and still take the field apart.
Obviously, we've seen a great start from Pete Sampras, and I've played against him and seen him play a ton. When you see him hit that shot, the last 2 shots he's hit, top spin, backhand returns, and he's connecting with that backhand, that's when you know he's confident. And by the same token, when he's not confident, that's a shot he struggles with.
Just different when you're playing in the US Open. You don't expect to win. You beat Sampras. Now you are expected to win. You come in here number 1. And now Pete's after you. Game point Safin. He's on the board. 3-1.
Amazing that this year, Cliff, Safin has played 30 tournaments. Sampras has played just 12.
Yeah. He's very comfortable with just playing what he wants to play now. I had the feeling that in the past he was sort of, well, he was chasing number 1.
Well, he knows himself so well now that I think he knows he really only needs 1-2 events sort of before each Grand Slam to get himself really ready.
Didn't you practice him a couple of times in LA here in the since the Open?
Yeah, just was sort of like right when he was just starting to hit a few balls, which was good 5-6 weeks after the US Open. Kept himself in pretty good shape, had his trainer out there with him, so he was doing quite a bit of off-court training, but wasn't hitting too many balls. But
so did you just beat him like a drum?
Oh yeah, it was all over him. It's actually amazing how little time he needs to get back into a groove after having such a long layoff. And really, all he needed here was one match. I mean, he played a terrible second set against Hewitt. He said he didn't sleep too well after that match. Was embarrassed by it. Played a lot better against Correia, but even then was outplayed for much of that match by the Spaniard.
Now we should point out that the turning point for Sampras in this week, if it turns out that he wins this match, was those 2 set points down in the first set against the Spaniard, because he was in a lot of trouble. Correia was playing great, but Sampras beat him a tiebreak and then 7-5. And he got one break in that match.
Yep. 14-15.
The big serve of Sampras taking its toll on Marat Safin. So far, Safin has 7 points in the match to 19, but the main score 4-1 Sampras of the USA. Pete Sampras trying to get to the last 4 here at the Tennis Masters Cup, leading 4 games to 1 in the first set against Marat Safin. Tonight at midnight on ESPN2, it's the PRCA National Finals Rodeo. That's from Las Vegas, Nevada. Hey, didn't we just come from there? 42nd Annual National Finals. That's tonight, midnight, ESPN2. Safin to Sampras. He's won 1 game. Problem for Safin now is not so much to hold on to his own serve, but he's going to have to break Pete, who broke him the first chance he got.
The way Pete's serving them may be all he needs, which of course is what you're suggesting, Cliff, but Sampras has been equally effective on his first and second serves. He's only serving at 50%, Sampras, but he's only lost 2 points, 1 on the first serve, 1 on the second.
He says his volley is his worst shot. Says his serve is his best shot.
Well, he's right about that. Especially that low. But he's decent with the high volleys. When he can hit the big approach and come in, but he's not very good below his knees, especially like on that last volley. Just being so tall, it's tough to get down, but doesn't have great technique. Drops the wrist down low. Doesn't use his knees, his legs that well.
What in the case? 14-15.
Great serve from Safin. And he has now 4-2, has Pete Sampras. Welcome, everyone. This is the Tennis Masters Cup. Jeff Drysdale alongside Patrick McEnroe, Malavia Washington at courtside. This is the first round robin.